Can I be honest with you guys? Oh God, this is gonna sound really bad. When I found out my grandmother passed away, I was playing basketball. And when I got the text from my mom, I still played basketball. You know that scene in High School Musical 2 with Troy Bolton? He's on the golf course and he's like splashing water and running through shit. That's actually how I was feeling. I think another weird thing was kind of like, well, my grandma, she was having medical complications for a while now. There was 2 weeks prior where I remember someone told me that she has 24 hours to 72 hours or whatever. And my thought was kind of like, I guess that this is it for her, right? So I visited her a couple times and then the 24 hours passed, 48 hours passed, and then the 72 hours passed. And I was thinking about like, she's gone. I haven't received a text from anyone saying that, but I just assumed that she's gone. 2 weeks passed, and then I got a text from my mom, and you know, it felt like I already grieved a woman that just passed. And I think another weird thing was, or another thing that's hard to admit, was the day before my mom told me to go visit my grandma, and I went to go visit her with the rest of my family. And my mom said, hey, I think this is a good time to say your final words to her. And when I was in that room by myself with my grandma, it just, nothing came out. I couldn't say anything. I didn't know what to say. And it's so weird. What do you say to someone as your final words and you're on the spot and you have to do it now? I'm sure some of you can think of a lot of stuff to say, but I can think about a whole bunch of things to say too. But when you're actually in that moment, when you see your own grandmother hooked up to medical devices, laying on there, skinnier than she's ever been, and looking completely lifeless, what do you say?
You want me to keep it rolling?
So many things to say, so many things you want to say, but for me, I said nothing. And I think that was something I feel like maybe I regret, but I'm not really sure. But I was in that room for 5 minutes, completely silent, just looking around and avoiding eye contact with her. Her eyes weren't open, but still. I did tell her I loved her and kissed her hand, and I left. Remember when I said that I was in a funk for like 2 weeks too? That funk for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or whatever it was just so ill timing too, because then that happened and it felt like, when can I catch a break? You know, and I couldn't take off of work, so I had to work the next day. And I worked, went to the funeral, worked, went to went to a seeing, worked, like, because I feel like I might have felt like I've grieved her in those 2 weeks, but I just don't know. Craziest part is like a week after she passed was my birthday, and so I'm thinking the whole time, like, do I even want to celebrate? Do I deserve to celebrate? I'm a grandson that said nothing to his grandmother a day before she passed. At that moment, it felt like I'm a piece of shit. You know, I'm a fucking piece of shit. And it's, at times still feels that way, like I am a piece of shit. And I feel like guilty sometimes, where it's like, I don't deserve to have fun. I don't deserve to do anything. I shouldn't be doing anything. You know, and yeah, I shouldn't be feeling that way, and like I stopped to live my life or whatever, but it just feels so, sorry, I'm just thinking about how like what my mom said and stuff. Okay, but no, it's just weird, like how it feels like a tragedy happened and people want you to like kind of keep going and stuff. It's like, So weird how that happens. And it feels like it's such a fast turnover. Like, this thing happens, right? Something bad happens to you. And you always got to get up. You always got to keep going. And yeah, I subscribe to the idea too, but it just feels so weird when the bad thing is not a self-inflicted or like something that you know is normal, like falling down or like, you know, spending all your money or something. It's a death, because it feels like everyone I talk to about it, everyone I've said stuff to about it, has always told me like, you deserve to have fun, like you deserve to go out and like don't. But it just feels like you're saying, don't don't grieve, don't actually feel this. You should be feeling this. You should be okay doing this. You should be doing this. And I know that's not what they mean. And I know that's not what they mean. But that's what I feel like it means, because it's so weird to say, so you should go have fun. You should go have fun. Like, bruh, what? I don't know. That's so strange, though. When I said I don't know if I want to have a birthday because I feel like I don't deserve to have fun right now, I feel like I'd feel guilty for having fun right now. Everyone was like, you're crazy. No, you shouldn't be feeling guilty for wanting to have fun and wanting to celebrate your birthday. And then when I did it, I felt guilty. There'd be moments where like I'd see everyone having fun and everyone drinking and everyone playing a game or something, and I just felt a little bit out of body, because it's like, I'm here, but a week ago I was just at my grandma's deathbed. I said nothing. Sorry, that was weird. Yo, that was strange. What the fuck was that? Anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Oh wait, actually I should probably say this. So another thing I found really strange was like when I went to go to her funeral, where she was buried, where she's kept because she's cremated. Where she's kept is like on this wall, this plaque, and right below it was another person who was cremated, and his plaque is there too, or whatever, and it said my name, and I don't know how I felt about that, honestly. And I kind of tried to twist it into positive, saying like, oh, she's always watching above me. Like, that's kind of crazy coincidence. She's above me. She's always watching. And I don't know. You know, I also feel guilty for not visiting her now. Where she's kept isn't that far, and I feel like I should probably go be seeing her more often and stuff. But it's 11:22, by the way. 11:22 in the morning. And I got shit I gotta do today. I should probably go so I can get ready to go do that shit then, huh? Alright then. Thank y'all. Bye.
Carly, that was fun.
Hell no.